Chapter 1102 of One Piece unfolds with a scene of mystery and longing as Bonnie and her crew pursue a lead on Kuma's whereabouts. Eager to find him, they land on an island, questioning villagers about a massive figure seen on the outskirts. Unbeknownst to them, Kuma is smiling from a distance, adhering to his pact with the government to avoid encountering Bonnie again. A flashback takes us to the time when Bonnie set sail, paralleling Luffy's victory over Arlong. Ace shares Luffy's wanted poster with Jinbei, while Dragon and Sabo engage in a conversation as Dragon begins to leave for Logtown without reason. Kuma is seen holding bounties of both Bonnie and Luffy, reflecting on the ironic twist of fate that has led Dragon and his own child to oppose the government. In another panel, Bonnie expresses her desire for fame, hoping Kuma will notice her again. Little does she know, Kuma has been watching her closely. The narrative then shifts to Egg Island, where Kuma informs Dr. Vegapunk that Luffy is Dragon's son, unraveling a connection before his impending memory wipe. Next, we jump forward in time to Thriller Bark, with Kuma receiving orders to eliminate combatants on the island, especially Luffy. The iconic scene of Zoro sacrificing himself for Luffy unfolds, showcasing the depth of their bond. Kuma acknowledges Luffy's good friends, expressing relief at Dragon's son having such loyal companions. Now on Sabaody Island, Kuma receives a government message about the upcoming execution of Ace. His interest is piqued by the prospect of a battle against Whitebeard. We then witness the events of the Sabaody Archipelago arc from Kuma's perspective, including him spying on Bonnie in order to see her one last time before his memory wipe. That is when the news of a celestial dragon being assaulted on the island is announced. Kuma immediately starts to investigate, wanting to know who would be crazy enough to do this. He is beyond shocked when he sees that it is the Straw Hats. Not only did Luffy hit a celestial dragon, but he was also protecting a fisherman of all things. Kuma then continues, saying nobody has ever done this in hundreds of years. This is the most treasonous incident. At this point, we see Kuma's clones facing off against the pirates and the Straw Hats. However, Kuma says to himself, while thinking of Dragon and Eva, that he is going to ensure he leaves proof that he was alive by saving both Bonnie and Luffy, including the Straw Hat crew. We then see the scene where Luffy realizes his crew is gone, crying in front of Kuma from Kuma's perspective. Kuma's inner thoughts tell us he knows the Straw Hats are not ready for the new world, and hopes this will give them the chance they need to gain more strength for the future and hopefully reunite and come back. He also thinks Luffy is the man that will save the world. Post Sabaody, Vegapunk argues with Saturn over Kuma's fate. Saturn insists on a self-destruct switch inside of Kuma, but Vegapunk wants to preserve Kuma's consciousness so that Bonnie may at least be able to meet Kuma in some form. The moment has come, and Kuma, knowing that Vegapunk tried his best, asks Vegapunk for one last favor: to program his new self to protect the Thousand Sunny at all costs. He then begins to explain that Luffy's actions make his heart race. Even if he knows Nika is a legend, he taught Bonnie that a warrior who made people smile with the rhythm of liberation would come one day, and he believes that Luffy will be the one to save us all. We then learn without hesitation that Vegapunk ignores Saturn and saves Kuma's consciousness by telling Kuma to pour all his memories into the pawpaw fruit's ability, and Vegapunk will save it. This is where we see Kuma's life flash before his eyes, from his birth till now, all the friends he had made along the way, and his life's great adventure. We finally hear Kuma say how grateful he is that Bonnie was able to be cured, and say thank you one last time as Vegapunk begins to cry, along with Sentomaru and all the scientists in the lab bid farewell to Kuma. Kuma says to Vegapunk, make sure to wish Bonnie a happy 10th birthday for him. In the closing panel, Bonnie touches the container holding Kuma's memories, experiencing a flash of his entire life, marking the conclusion of Chapter 1102 of One Piece.